Hey guys, it's Fangirl for Life 23, and it has been requested to me by someone on Tumblr to do a video explaining why I like ShikaTema, or maybe more specifically how it began, like how I started shipping ShikaTema. So I'm gonna basically explain it. I kind of gave some of the basics in my Naruto Chapter 700 review. If you check that out, it's on my alternate account, Pokemon Ride 226. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description to that video. But that was the day that Chapter 700 came out, and I was like fangirling about how Shikamaru got with Tamari, and I kind of explained some of the things. So here I'll kind of reiterate some of my points, but I'll just give you the main story. Basically, so around 2005, I first got into Naruto. And I remember my sister, she got me into it. She showed me Gaara and was like, he's my favorite character, I love Gaara. Now we need to find a character for you to like. And I remember she showed me a picture of Shikamaru and was like, I think you'd like him because he's lazy and that's kind of like you. So I immediately was like, okay, yeah, Shikamaru's my favorite. He's, you got Gaara, I got Shikamaru, this is cool, what a drag, So there we have it, Shikamaru's my favorite. So time goes by, and we're watching it on Cartoon Network. And it comes to the Chunin exam arc. And I kind of assumed everybody who came from other villages, I kind of assumed that they were just there temporarily. I didn't know that some of these characters would actually stay in the series. So when Tamari and Gaara and Kankuro came along, it was kind of like, they're not going to stay for too long, they're going to go back eventually, so I wasn't getting too attached. But when I did see Tamari versus 1010, I immediately was like, okay, that chick is badass. Like, there wasn't a single female character at this point that I really liked, so it was kind of like, wow, Tamari, like, she's like the coolest girl in the series. Like, the way that she beat up 1010 so ruthlessly and so coldly, I just was like, okay, Tamari is my favorite female. So there we have it. Shikamaru's my favorite male, Tamari's my favorite female. But I didn't make the connection yet. I did not think, back then, I wouldn't have thought that I would be who I am now, shipping these two characters. Basically, some more time skips by, and of course we know Tamari versus Shikamaru in the third part of the Chunin exams. That is basically when it began. It was like, holy crap, my favorite male character and my favorite female are coming together to fight. This is amazing. I don't even care who wins. I just like, this is awesome. It was like my favorite fight for a long time. And the way he gave up, it was just kind of like, wow, like, he did not once hit her. She was so adamant about, like, he called her, he was all like, I'm not going to lose to a girl, and the way that she was trying to prove her point. She went 3 moons right from the beginning, like 3 stars, moons, whatever they're called. So like, she really tried. Like, I think that she really was trying to prove that she could beat him. And then, he gives up, and I kind of was like, aw, like, that's okay. But again, at this point, I didn't really ship them. It was just kind of like, that was cool, my favorite characters. But then, of course, when Tamari saves Shikamaru against Tayuya, that is when it really began. Because it was like, wow, like, Shikamaru's dad was just telling him, like, even the most, ruthless woman will be gentle to the man that she loves. And the way that Tamari smiled, like, it was just really, like, you could tell that, that's when I knew, okay, Tamari's not just gonna leave this series, like I assumed she would. Like, yeah, she came for the Chunin exams, but I think she's more important than that. Like, she and Shikamaru really struck a bond here. And it just, like, was adorable how he's all like, no, like, a man is supposed to protect the woman, and she's all like, oh, come on, and she just blows that bitch away. Like, Tayuya ain't got shit on Tamari. Sorry for the language, I'm just saying. Tamari's a badass. Anyway, so that's basically how it began. This was around, like, 2000, maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. But yeah, I shipped them, but it wasn't nearly to the extent that it is today. When Shippuden first came around, I stopped. There was a gap where I wasn't really into Naruto. I would say it was probably between mid 08, 09 to about 2010 or 11. During that gap, it wasn't on Cartoon Network anymore, so I wasn't watching anime online yet. So there was a huge gap where I just wasn't really into Naruto as much. I mean, I still loved it, but like, I wasn't watching Shippuden. But when I saw, one of the things that really got me into Shippuden was the beginning when Naruto asks Shikamaru, like, are you and Tamari on a date? Like, that's one of the things that really got me to watch Shippuden. Of course, the anime had that bonus scene where he escorts her out and she's all like, you know, encouraging him to become a Jonin and all that, and how he's all like, yeah, you want to get breakfast? It's like, aw, like, he's totally asking her on a date. Like, that's when it really became, like, a thing for me. You know, and then basically, that's basically how it began. I will say, like, throughout me shipping Shikamaru and Tamari, I have shipped other pairings to a more extent. I'll get into those later on this channel. But throughout the years, it's just ShikaTema is definitely number one to possibly number two, possibly when we'll get there. We'll get there. But anyway, yeah, I love ShikaTema. That's basically how it began. The only things I can think to add would be I never thought that they would actually get married and have a child. So I gotta thank Kishimoto a million for that, because, like, I didn't know Naruto would give us an epilogue of, like, the future. I just kind of assumed Naruto's Hokage, the end. You know, like, I would never have in a million years dreamed that Shikamaru and Tamari would canonly have a freaking child. Like, that was, like, that was one of the biggest victories in my fangirl world. I will say, it's like, I don't have to leave it to the imagination anymore. It's real. They have a son. He's beautiful. He's got her face and her expression and her attitude, and Shikamaru's everything else. And I cannot wait. I need more Shikadai. I need more. I love this pairing so freaking much. I'm happy I was able to do this video without freaking out, because I feel like I want to calm down a little bit. But yeah, ShikaTema, definitely. That's pretty much the premise. You can leave a comment and tell me how you began shipping ShikaTema if you do ship them. And just let me know what you think. I will check you guys later. Enjoy your day.